In the Sonic community, there are a lot of games that are not well received by the general audience, but are well received within the fan base. These games have become very popular within the Sonic community, and there are many people who actually love these games a lot. However, on the flip side, there has been a game that is very well received by the general audience, but is hated by the Sonic community. That game is Sonic Colors. This was known as one of the best games that Sonic Team has ever made for the Blue Blur. However, as of recent, there's been a lot of people claiming that the game is overrated and is actually a bad Sonic game. So today, I want to review Sonic Colors and give my reasoning as to why Sonic Colors is a great game, and why I think it's honestly one of the best Sonic games out there. I am mainly making this video because the Sonic Colors Remaster was just leaked, and I want to brighten up the setting because I found it very heartbreaking to see this game get so much hate. So without anything else to say, let's begin with the story. Sonic Colors has a very mixed story. I won't be going over why the story is cringe or why it's annoying to watch, because everyone has already beaten that dead horse into the ground. Instead, I wanted to talk about some of the things I appreciate about Sonic Colors' story and atmosphere, because sadly, it does get overlooked a lot. Starting off, this story's outline is great. Sonic and Tails go to an amusement park in space that is actually run by Dr. Eggman. They are going there because they obviously suspect that Dr. Eggman is probably not making the amusement park out of the goodness of his heart. Upon arriving, they find out that their suspicions were exactly correct, and it actually turns out that Eggman has been capturing these alien creatures and using them for his own power. So now, Sonic must set out on a quest to free all of the different species of aliens so that he can put a stop to Eggman's plans. Just from hearing that, this story sounds awesome. They could have really told a story about an oppressed group who begins a space revolution against the Eggman Empire. To be 100% honest, this looked like the narrative that they were going for, but they had too many issues dragging them down, like the dialogue. My main issue with the story was the script. Actually, that might be my only issue with the story. I'm serious. Take out everything that these dumb characters said and replace it with dialogue that actually has substance, and you'll pretty much have a great story. Of course, I understand that what it could have been doesn't make it good, but it's also not as bad as people make it out to be. Sure, the story might be cringy and hard to watch, but to be fair, there are many plot holes in the story. I mean, it's a well-structured story for 7-year-olds, so the job is pretty much done. Of course, I prefer stories like Sonic Unleashed, but this story doesn't make the game bad. However, something that I want to touch on before I continue is the atmosphere of Sonic Colors. You see, a game's story and cutscenes can be pretty mixed, but if the game is charming, it can make the whole experience a lot better. Sonic Colors gives that charming feel to the game. As soon as you load up the game, you are hit with this powerful orchestra that welcomes you to a new era of Sonic. And this wasn't just the title screen either. The entire game feels like this. From the amazing soundtrack to the visuals of a bright and vibrant theme park. They might even throw a beautiful environment that has been ruined by Eggman. Who knows, they might just throw you into a legion of battleships in the middle of space. This game's atmosphere is unique, and I love it. Bring Sonic to an environment that he has never seen before. Throw him in a world that defines what you think of when you think of Sonic. Sonic Colors' feel and atmosphere is awesome, and it's exactly what we needed to put the franchise back on track. Anyways, that was the story. Let's head into the gameplay. In Sonic Colors, you only play as Sonic. There is no Werehog, no Tails, and no Knuckles. Which really isn't that bad. It just gives more focus to Sonic's gameplay to help make it even better, and it definitely shows. In Sonic Colors, you have to get to the end of the stage in the fastest amount of time while collecting rings, destroying enemies, and doing cool tricks. I think Sonic Colors' ranking system is awesome, and it's sad that they dropped the ball with how ranks are handled in the future games. You see, on top of everything I just listed, if you want to get a higher rank, you'll have to get a really high score. In order to do this, the game makes you utilize the aliens, which is awesome. Everybody complains about the aliens, but nobody really sees how brilliant they were in Sonic Colors. Sonic Team did the impossible. They managed to make a gimmick for the boosting gameplay that changes the experience a ton, while still maintaining the speed and the essence of the boost. Not only that, but you also collect some of the red rings, which in a lot of scenarios requires you to get to know how to use the aliens skillfully. Yes, it is somewhat challenging to get an S rank in this game, but that's kind of the point. Same thing as Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic Adventure 2. To obtain an S rank, it requires full mastery of the stage that you are currently playing in, which is exactly how the ranking system should be handled. I'm tired of getting handed S ranks when I'm actually garbage at the game. I want to feel like I earned the S rank instead of getting a stupid little handout that makes me feel like I'm learning nothing from the game. So please, Sonic Team, make the S ranks harder to get in the next game. I actually want a challenge when trying to master these stages. But another thing that you need to master to get these S ranks is the aliens. And the aliens are really fun to play with. So I'm going to list off some of the aliens and their abilities real quick. By the way, I'm calling them aliens because I cannot pronounce the right name for them. The aliens consist of Drill, which allows you to drill underground to find cool secrets and fight enemies. The main thing about this alien is that you're on a time limit, so in order for you to grab all of the secrets and get out, you have to be skilled with the alien. The laser alien allows you to shoot a row of enemies, or if you're good enough, you can use the alien to shoot crystals to help transport you to alternate paths. And these alternate paths contain a lot of secrets like red rings. Next you have the cube. This alien allows you to turn blue cubes into rings, or you can turn blue rings into cubes. With Cube, it requires a lot of skill. After using Cube, you have to move fast without messing up on these platforms that will soon go away. You also need to know when to use it, because there might be a change in platforms for you to jump onto. Again, there are many secrets on the path when using Cube Alien, but you also need to be good to get to them. Then we have Hover. This alien skill mainly comes from your ability to know how to make good time within a level design. If you find a trail of rings, you can do a light speed dash which saves you a lot of time and gets you closer to where you need to be. Of course, there are again more secrets that you can find if you explore and manage to not fall to the time limit. You then have the Spike Alien, which can stick to any surface and can destroy anything in its path. The skills for this alien comes in your abilities to platform and move fast. Once again, there are a lot of secrets that you can find with the Spike Alien, but you need to be good with the alien before you can get to the secrets. Next, you have the Frenzy Alien, which destroys everything in its path and gets bigger with the more you destroy. This is another alien that you need to master control with, because there are a lot of secrets that you can get to if you know how to use the alien correctly. The next alien is the Rocket Alien, which when used, shoots you into the sky. There is also a lot of secrets that you can find here, but you have to master the position of where you shoot into the sky, and you also have to master the controls of when you skydive. I will save the final alien for my next point, but the main point of me listing these aliens was so you could understand how much these gimmicks truly change the game that you are playing. It makes the levels new and fresh and gives you a lot more to master. You can't just be good with these aliens right off the bat, you have to experience them first and get a better understanding with how to use them. And you know what makes it even better? The more you master the skills it takes to use these aliens, the more the game rewards you with S ranks. Which is a great way to structure your game. Yes, you can go all the way through Sonic Colors with B ranks and complete the game. But afterwards, if you enjoyed the game, you can go back and there is so much replayability waiting there for you. There is so much for you to learn and master with this game. Sonic Colors is one of the best Sonic games, and this is exactly how you should do the ranking system. It's so well done in this game. This is an amazing design philosophy, and it makes this game so much better. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next part about the gameplay. The final alien is what I'm going to call Yacker. Yacker gives you the ability to boost in this game. Not many people like having your boost being restricted to these aliens. However, something that not many people may know is if you know the level design, know how to play the game using other aliens, you will most of the time have a lot of boost in your boost gauge. Sonic Team makes it so that you have to earn the boost in this game, and I like that a lot. You see, in Sonic Generations and Sonic Unleashed, The boost feels like a requirement, because if you're not boosting, it feels weird, because the game isn't even meant to be played that way. This is why Sonic Colors, in my opinion, is the best controlling boosting game. And I'm not talking about the best mapping of controls. I'm talking about how your jumps feel like you're landing where you're supposed to. When you're running without boost, you feel fast. And when you need to transition into aliens, it all feels natural. It also just fits so well into the level design. And now that we're on the topic of level design, I'm about to set some things straight, because there are some things that people say about this game that are just blatantly wrong. Number 1. The level design is too much like Mario. Okay, this is just slander at this point. Sonic Colors is still a very fast game, and if you think this game plays or feels like Mario, I'm sorry, but you have never played a Mario game before. I noticed that people throw Mario out in a negative connotation when talking about a slow section of a stage. Like, are you serious? Have you never heard of any platformers that isn't Sonic or Mario? I never thought we'd reach the point where we're throwing Mario out as an insult. The game is too slow and makes you wait around way too much. There are a few points in the game where you're forced to wait like 3 seconds at the maximum. That only happens a few times, and it's all in Sweet Mountain. And maybe like once or twice for the rest of the game, because the rest of the slow sections can be fast if you know how to control Sonic correctly. This game makes you learn how to play better to get past these sections, because you're playing a Sonic game. The goal is to go as fast as you can, and in order to do that, it's going to take a little bit more skill. Number 3. Sonic Colors is too much like Sonic Forces. Alright, opinion this, opinion that. This statement is literally a lie and is factually incorrect. If you are saying this, you have not played Sonic Colors for longer than 10 minutes. I'm really going to have to explain the difference between Sonic Colors level design and Sonic Forces level design. Sonic Forces level design has straight lines and maybe a 2D section that is kinda interesting every once in a while. Sonic Colors does not have straight lines as the main level design for most of the level, because both 2D and 3D sections have so much for you to do. They are constantly throwing aliens and level gimmicks at you for you to use so that the experience is a lot better. Where are the level gimmicks in Sonic Forces? Oh, a sliding platform? Maybe a million things to bounce on? This game isn't even comparable to Sonic Forces in the slightest! Okay, number 4. This game has too much 2D. Alright, now we're actually getting into an actual debate. Yes, these levels have a lot of 2D sections, but a lot of people make it out as if you rarely go into 3D sections, which isn't true. There are still a lot of 3D sections in this game that everybody ignores. Quite honestly, before this hate became a thing for Sonic Colors, I didn't even notice that a lot of the game was 2D. The game is still 3D enough that you still feel like you're playing a 3D Sonic game, and the 2D sections still have really good level design. I really don't see why 2D is such a big issue. I honestly don't mind it at all. So if you don't like 2D gameplay, maybe this game isn't for you. But really, this doesn't even make the game bad. But if you love Sonic games whether they're 3D or 2D, well then this is the game for you. Go play it. And with that being said, that was the gameplay. It's time to move on to the soundtrack. So the Sonic Colors soundtrack is awesome. It's one of my favorites and it's a real treat to listen to. I don't really listen that much to Reach for the Stars or Speak with Your Heart because, I'm sorry, those songs are kinda cringy. I mean, some people like the songs and that's awesome. Go ahead, keep enjoying the song, don't let me change your opinion. But I'm just going to stick with the level soundtracks, and they are really good tracks. If you aren't going to play this game, I recommend you check out these tracks at the very least, because they are just awesome. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'm going to play a few tracks I like the most. So the Sonic Colors Remaster was just leaked and it caused me to want to make this video even sooner. When I heard the news, I was really happy. I mean, yeah, I wish we could have gotten a Sonic Unleashed with Sonic Colors, but at the end of the day, we are still getting Sonic Colors, which is a win in my book. So for this section of the video, I wanted to talk about some things I want for the game. First off, I obviously want Sonic Colors to have 60 FPS and better resolution on all platforms. That is a priority. We need this game looking good. If it can look good, we're pretty much going to be doing great. Next, I want the game to have up-res textures. They might not do this, but I think it would go a very long way if they did. I mean, if people can give us up-res textures on Dolphin Emulator, they can do it with this remaster. Also, small but huge thing to ask, can we race our friends yet? There is so much skill needed to move faster in this game, from the aliens to the boost, that will work out so well in this game mode. Just give us an online mode where we can race. We don't have to interact with each other, just make the other players transparent so that we run through them. I think it would be a great addition for the game, and it would make the Sonic speedrunning community a lot more competitive than it already is. There are so many stages in Sonic Colors for races, please Sonic Team just do this. And while you're at it, you could make Gameland available for everyone and their friends to play online with. Finally, and this is just for extra work, you really don't have to do this, but maybe add some extra hidden levels or an extra unlockable alien to mess around with. Anything in that sort would be awesome. Anyways, that's my thoughts about the Sonic Colors Remaster. Now it's time to move on to the conclusion of the video. Sonic Colors is one of those games that gets better every time I play it. I love Sonic Colors and it's one of my favorite games of all time. But as of recent, many people have not been feeling the magic that this game gives off to me. It now looks like Sonic Colors went from one of the most loved to one of the most hated over just a few years. The worst part is that most fans can't even try the game out for themselves and feel the magic that I had once felt. There is no way to play this game because it's stuck on an ancient artifact of a console. It's kind of sad that one of Sonic's best games is inaccessible to a lot of people. But now, that changes. A remaster is coming soon and everyone who hasn't experienced the game will now be able to experience it. Hopefully this remaster repairs the game's reputation because it really does deserve a good reputation. And Sega doesn't deserve all of the hate that they are getting for deciding to port one of their most critically acclaimed Sonic games. Sure, some people may not change their opinions and that's okay. But at the end of the day, to me, Sonic Colors is awesome and it's consistently good throughout the entire game. This game throws so many aliens and gimmicks at you for you to master, and then once you do it, it rewards you. This game has an atmosphere and feel that is very unique and colorful. Sonic Colors, while having a lot of 2D sections, is still an awesome game that is worth your time. This was Sonic Colors. So here we are, this is the end of the video, and I worked really hard on this video, so if you liked it, please leave a like, because it helps this video get out there to you guys, and it would just help out a lot. Anyways, I want to shout out my channel members. They are Sonopedia, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shaddix Boom, Snicks, FW Chaos, Sonic Extreme, Super Saiyan Sonic, Just Kidding and Kidding, The Loganator, Jaden XV, Scape, Sonic Pip, and Sonic Fan. Thank you guys so much. You guys help out a lot. And I can never repay you guys because you guys literally went out your way to help me, and that's just awesome. And I do have some plans for some future video essays, but if anyone has any ideas for what game I should cover next, tell me down below because I might pick them up. And everyone who is awesome, come follow my Twitter. Over there you can see me talking about my opinions, or if you just want to talk to me, you can follow me and talk to me over there. Finally, everyone make sure to join the Discord server down below. We are a very supportive community when it comes to art, so if you make art, make sure to join and leave some of it. We love seeing what you guys create. And if you don't make art, you still gotta join because we're a very active community and we love talking about what our favorite Sonic games are in the general chats. We're not a very hostile community, so we won't attack you for having a different opinion. Lastly, the VCs tend to be active and I join in sometimes, so if you want to talk to me or some other awesome people, make sure to join. Anyways, I love you guys. Adios.